So I'm doing multiple videos on this day. So, because like I said before, I'm babysitting and the baby's sleeping. So it's like, you know what, let me do some more. um, and plus, because I haven't done this in a while and I have like, oh my gosh, since April, this is like, I have like one page left. This is crazy. So anyway, yesterday. So my time in the morning with the Lord yesterday, I had a vision of, blessing people underground. And it was like, kind of like, I thought of like the tree, like how like a tree has roots and it goes underground and it just goes, shoo, you know what I mean? And I just felt like my feet have roots and like that, somehow like through the earth, through my feet, I'm blessing people underground. I don't know if you have any like insight to that, what that might mean to you, but I'm kind of like thinking, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's the YouTube, maybe because it's like I'm blessing people, but like it's not like like overtly, like it's like underneath the surface. It's like, you know, because someone would have to like listen to this, and it's not like I'm not like physically in front of someone sharing, or you know, like it's through media, so it's not, I don't know, does that make sense? Underground, yeah. So anyway, and then I had this vision of then like through that, then blessings coming to me, like through God. Like God orchestrates all of this, right? And we don't know exactly how it works, but like just had this vision of like me blessing others through the ground, through my feet, and then God orchestrating blessings to come to me through other people, because he's in me and he's in other people, and so it goes in a circle. And I mean, I'm trying to think if it could, like, why he showed it that way. But anyway, if you have any insights, let me know. Okay, and the other thing, okay, so then I was, you know, just spending time with the Lord, and what I was thinking of was how sometimes we can get on a hamster wheel. And like, you know, like for example, like I had a good beginning of this week, and then I feel like somehow I got on the hamster wheel. And it's funny because I didn't even know when I was doing it, like when I was doing this yesterday, I didn't even realize that I was on it. But like, I don't think, like, because like, I don't know, but I think I was starting to get on it basically. And it was like, maybe it was God's warning, like, you're starting to get on it, you know, like, be careful. And so, and like on that hamster wheel, we have like anxiety. Like for me, that's what I struggle with, is when I'm on the hamster wheel, I struggle with anxiety. But your thing might be depression or whatever, you know, whatever it is that you struggle with. And it's like those lower vibrational states that, like, you know, I guess like what lust is on that lower vibration. And I had a chart that I posted, but I thought that was really interesting. Greed, I think, and like, you know, just those feelings, like the negative feelings. So thinking negative stories, fear, which I realized, like, oh my gosh, like how many times have I told myself, like, have I made up these negative stories in my head? That's like anxiety. Like we create negative scenarios, negative stories. We think this either happened or we think it might happen. Like something like that, right? And then we can think of like, you know, have stories in our head like, this person doesn't like me because X, Y, and Z. When sometimes has nothing to do with what you think. You know, it's just, but it's so convincing, right? And so anyway, so I just like was prompted like, how can I help myself and others come off the hamster wheel? And so and then I realized like, oh my gosh, my anxiety driving last night was just like, some things happened and I started to have anxiety back driving, and I haven't had that in so long, thankfully. But and I'm just like I just felt like I was on the hamster wheel, and I was just like, all right, woke up this morning, I'm like, all right, Lord, I need to connect with you. I need to I don't want to be on this hamster wheel. So I was actually, I was able to refer to my notes from yesterday to be like, oh, wait, how can I get off this hamster wheel, right? So anyway, I wrote like worship and have gratitude. So that's what I really started to this morning, just say things that I was thankful for. And then I went through the entire list. Like it took me like going through the entire list, like just reading the entire list and doing some of it, but like kind of felt like, oh, like almost like I feel like this isn't working. But by the time I got done reading the list, I actually did feel so much better, and I felt like I was off the hamster wheel. So I'll read the list, starting with worship again, gratitude, mindfulness, being in the present, rampage, imagining having blessings you want already, deep breathing, noticing your breath, journaling, sound, listen to birds and listen to a plane, just going for a walk is another one. I don't have it on here, but it is Christ in you, the hope of glory. That's probably, maybe I could have went for a walk this morning. That would have helped, because sometimes it's like walking just